Hey, welcome back to the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house, in a creepy graveyard, from a haunted chickadee with really, really, really cute dogs. I've got Rooney on my lap. You good boy? Are you my good boy? Yeah. Tonight I've got yes, no, maybe so, sometimes kind of why specials for free. You can also get a live paid reading. Every reading is $1 per minute. So if you just found us and we're not live, skip to the end for the free collective message. Always try to do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who maybe comes by, gets a reading, doesn't get a reading. So welcome back to the haunted house in a creepy graveyard. I'm going to put some things in the chat. I don't know how long I'll be here for. It's Saturday night. I hope that the spirit box is active and wants to talk to us. For sure. Last night we had some pretty interesting conversations with the spirit box. A lot of things that I just really was like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. When is Google going to get a dark theme? Does it have a dark theme? All this brightness is killing me. It's frying my eyeballs. I guess I'll just have to turn my brightness down. Oh, so much better. I don't know what that was.
Hey, Veronica, how are you, sweetheart? Did you just get up from a nap? Nice. I just finished watching SummerSlam with Dad. It was a lot of fun. I estimated the time to be over by midnight, but it wasn't over till about 12:30. So I just let him keep the laptop. I was like, it's okay if I'm late. Whoever's meant to be to show up tonight will show up. And here you are. Did you have a nice nap? Um, I've had a great day because finally in the media, they're starting to talk the truth about what's going on with Travis. So that's been like really, really good for me. Finally, I uh, encouraged his mom to write Kamala Harris because that's who got me in contact with her. And today's been such a progressive day for Travis, and it's really uplifted my spirits. And then spending time with Dad once I got off work earlier today was nice.
Yeah, they brought 27 hostages home on Thursday, but they didn't bring Travis. But I know they will. I know they will bring him home. Let's see here. I'm going to put the link in chat so you can go back and watch it. I had a pretty fun show last night. We watched Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I have another movie I want to watch, but I'm going to save it for Sunday night. A noir film. It's from 1896. I need to look for it. So we'll probably do live tomorrow a little bit earlier in the evening, though. Now, what's irking a lot of people in regards to Travis is, well, you'll watch it when you'll listen to it when you have time. People are questioning, why are they bringing green card holders home when he's an American citizen and he's a he's a part of our Air Force, and I've had to tell them, like, it's not America's decision. It's Putin's decision on who he lets go and who he keeps. So I guess he wants to keep the seller of death. So funny. I don't know why they're calling my friend that, but check out this video when you get some time. You're gonna work in the morning. Me too. When are you gonna work in the morning? What time do you get up to go to work? I am having fun. It's good to know he's alive. And the consulate said he's probably in the safest place in the world it could ever be right now. I'm like, okay, well, that's comforting to know. It's not like I can talk to him or anything. So I'm really looking forward to someday being able to talk to him again. Hey, you Texas Tyrannosaurus Rex. Did you bring your mankini? How's Mrs. Texas Tyrannosaurus Rex? Happy Saturday. I quit drinking on the weekdays because of you. I kept drinking on the weekends and then stopped drinking on the weekends because of you two. Usually it's the other way around. Although I would really, really like to have a drink right now, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to break my streak. I do. My neighbors gave me a bottle of some red wine called California Dreamin'. So I was like, I don't know if I want to drink that. And it looks so good. Oh, chocolate. You drank too much. What'd you have to drink? All I've had is seltzer water, coffee, and tea and water. I kind of worked a little bit on music today, and I put this link up in the chat. Finally, some truth about my friend Travis in the media and what's going on with him. Oh, wait, not that one. That's not the link. Let me put the right link up, Texas. Gosh, now I'm sure. Am I sure I haven't had anything to drink yet today? Maybe I do need to have a drink. Spirit wants pizza. Yeah, well, Spirit, when I get an extra $8, we'll get a pizza. Promise. So that's the guy in that video who helped bring Trevor Reed back. So we're working with him to bring Travis back. No, we don't want you hurt in Texas. Have you heard from excuse me, Living La Vida Laura or Living La Vida Loco. I haven't heard from her. If you have a moment, reach out to them, love bugs, and check on them for me, please. I know they're super busy. Laura and I have been talking about doing a podcast. I think it would be fun to do a podcast with all of you guys. Like, do the podcast mainly with Laura, but us interview people on the chat and talk about, some different things going on in our lives and in the world and how we're relating to this time in our lives. I think that would be a really cool podcast. Are you live now? Please don't go anywhere. Your dogs need you. So does this channel for moderation. You need the pirate moderator to stay healthy, happy, and whole. Yeah, your energy makes me feel lifted too. Thank you so much. Wiener tACOBOX. Okay, so just because it humps doesn't mean anything more than it's just real happy and excited. But you've got to try to get it to calm down. Don't let it overhump. Yeah, make sure though, when they start to hump, they can really exert themselves. He must be feeling better. Don't let him overdo it. How long has it been since the surgery? Has it been at least 6 weeks? I know he's feeling better, but once the hump starts, it's got to stop. It just means that he's excited. I mean, let him play a little bit, but find some other activity to do because that means he wants to play. And you can get one of these for him, and you guys can play with this. This is what the girls and I and Rooney play with. Hold on a second. I have to take my rings off to show you this. So when I got Rooney, and he was such a little baby, the jerks who had him would put him in the dumpster. Before they put him in the dumpster, they would play with him with their hand. And I didn't want, and he would bite at me. And I was like, I don't like that. So I was like, what can I do to get the baby to quit biting me? So I bought one of these. I bought a unicorn puppet. I have the unicorn puppet. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere packed. But I recently got one, a little bee for Miss Queen Bee, little baby gypsy. And Rooney plays with it too. And when they start to hump or do things that I don't want them to do, even though they want to play, I try to get them into playing with whatever they're humping, or I'll get the little puppet out and we'll play with the puppet. You can get this one on Amazon. These are my favorite ones, the Folk Mayonnaise puppets. This is the honeybee puppet. I've got the unicorn puppet, which is super rare. I've got another dragon one that's super rare. Because that's what I used to play with them with, because they really won't play with dog toys. I can never find a Frisbee that's small enough. But they do love to catch things and bring them back to me. All right. Yeah, we don't want him to be internally bleeding. That's not good for him. So no humping. And what does my dad call it? Oh, no going hi hui. No hi hui. For the dogs. I have no idea what that means. I'll have to ask him. It basically just means like, you know, no messing around. I'm going to turn the light up in here. I guess I'll go look for that movie just to even see if it's on YouTube. Oh God, it's so bright. I may have actually played this one before. I keep getting like copyright problems with some of these old films and the music. I mean, some of these songs are 100, 200, 300, 400 years old, and YouTube's like, you got to share funds with the copyright holder. Like, piss off. Piss off on your copyright on the 400-year-old song. I wonder how many of these copyrights are even legit. Every good dog follows their mommy to the restroom. The girls don't follow me, but Rooney, yeah. I'm like, you'll have to just wait. And he'll stand outside the door and be like, ah. I don't know why he's like that. He's so weird. My roommate's like, it's because he's weird like that because you're like his God. I'm like, okay. I don't know where he is right now. I think he's probably back on the couch. Right. Or he must be in the hut. I'm surprised he's not sleeping with Gypsy. I might watch a movie tonight. That's what I was checking to see if it was even on YouTube. It looks like the movie's only, oh, okay, so the movie's an hour and 21 minutes. Let me see if it's the right movie. I was thinking of just like doing tarot tonight and then maybe doing the movie tomorrow night a little bit early. What time do you work and get off work tomorrow? Maybe I can do a little preview of the movie tonight. It looks like there's a 4-minute preview of it. But yeah, I think tonight I was going to mostly do tarot because it's so late already. It's 1:21. Got the call center on, but nobody's called today. It's just been really slow. And I like doing Saturday nights late, but I really prefer to do Sundays earlier. So, do you want to watch a preview of the movie I'm talking about? And maybe that will give me an idea of like maybe how YouTube feels about me showing it. So let's see. Hey, Dad. You okay? All right. Okay, honey. Yeah. Send for love reading. Let me know when you're back. We'll watch the preview of the movie, which is about 4 minutes long. And then tomorrow evening, do you want to watch it or would you want to watch it tonight? You can watch it anytime, really. I mean, but it's an hour and 20 minutes long. So I know you said that you were going to go back to sleep because you have to work in the morning, and then so I was thinking maybe tomorrow night do a live a little bit early and show the movie a little bit early. Okay, we'll go ahead and send for your reading. We'll get a love reading, and then we'll just watch the movie. All right, I have an idea. Let's watch the preview. You pay for your reading. We'll do your love reading, and then we'll just go from there. And if you're going to be around tomorrow evening, say about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Somewhere between 9 and 11, I'll show the film, like before bedtime-ish, but like after dinner. Let me know so we can watch it together if you want to watch it. I'm just going to go ahead and start up the preview of it. Oops. This is weird music. I don't think I like the music. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn it up. I can't even with that music. I can't pay attention. Like I can't stay focused on what's going on because the music is so bad. and too loud. Hold on. You've only seen Nosferatu? Okay, let me fix this real quick. I don't know what this guy's talking about, but maybe this preview will be better. This is not a good preview. So I guess let's just go back to the last one and turn it down a little. Oh, the lag. No, let me turn those subtitles off. Thank goodness the music's not as loud as it was. So you've only seen Nosferatu. Oh, I've seen so many. There's so many good ones. Oh, great. It's not even showing on the screen. Like, what planet are we on? Here, let me show you a movie. It's not even playing. Okay, now it's playing. It's not playing. What the fuck? The whole house is haunted. I don't get it. Hey, Texas, is it showing you the movie? Or is it just a black screen? I don't know what all those glitches were about, but I'll have to work out those tech difficulties before we watch that. Veronica, are you ready to do your reading, sweetheart? I don't know what was going on with that, but maybe if I start over, let me just see what happens if I go to a different one. What if I refresh this and then I refresh this? Reload app, changes may not be saved. I'm afraid to reload that. All right, let's do your reading, babe. So I guess that's the first horror movie ever made. It'll be interesting to watch a full-length classic like that. While you're paying for your reading, I'm just going to check and see. Just going to test the share your screen feature. share fever. Now I'm seeing some more. I'm seeing some more people. So yeah, we can watch that sometime, either tonight or tomorrow. Let me just turn it down now. Okay, I'm ready, sweetheart, whenever you're ready. And don't forget your free yes or no as well. So yeah, what are your questions, sweetheart? Do you want to ask about kind of love reading? Like, what do you want the love readings? You want to just see what you get, what spirit tells you? You have specific questions. Thank you so much. I had to give all the dogs good meds off. What a good doggy daddy. Oh, you sent the questions while trying to watch the movie? Okay, let me look. Can I ask so far of the person in mind their thoughts of me recently, like sexual? Okay. Let's see what you need to know. Since it is a love reading, it's probably not going to be as sexy or raunchy as a $15 reading, because we are going to get into some of the more romantic loving sexual feelings that sex with you might evoke, or does evoke, or would evoke in him. While many people like to push on us that men, let me turn that on. I feel like many like dating gurus and people in general, I feel a lot of people say like men don't connect with women emotionally through sex, but I think I think every man is different, just like every woman, and unique unto themselves when it comes to sex and love and emotions. So this is another emoji. Okay. Oh, okay, we'll just cover the whole 9 yards. Let me just tell Maria that I'm going to start your reading now. So the one thing about the sexual magical tarot that is awesome is the fact that first you get a key word with each card, and then you get the magical working that is associated with that card that is suggested for you to do. You get your meaning, okay, and then you get to think also, and if you want to, what I like about the deck is you can take the traditional historical meanings and really get some more deeper introspective kind of stuff when it comes to this deck. So let's start. Let's find out what we need to know. Spirit, what does Veronica need to know about this person's sexy thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever she needs to know about these sexy thoughts that this person in mind, that she's got in mind, is having regarding them both and for her. What does she need to know about that? So I'm just going to lay the cards out, and then we'll get to it. I've been drinking. Maybe you should set this one out. Oh, please don't leave. I need to start drinking with you after this one. Spirit, what does she need to know about this question of hers? This person on Veronica's mind, their thoughts of her recently, like sexual. Ooh, we've got the Emperor. The energy behind that is, what card is that? I can't see. I'm blind. The Chariot. Ooh, Death. Five of Swords. I think I need to light a candle so I can see a little bit better. Give me just one moment. Oh, don't tell me my roommate took off with the lighter. So I can already tell you right now, this Emperor, he's thinking about you a lot. And when he thinks about you, he touches himself. I know that sounds like so rude. I'm not trying to be rude, you guys. I'm just trying to tell the truth and what the Emperor in regards to that deck means. But I've got to get a little light on here on the situation here so that I can properly give her her mini roadmap and the work that she needs to do to get what she wants. Because he's definitely has. This is a different card right here. King of Cups. He definitely has quite a mighty magical undercover kind of hotness thing for you. And I say hot because, well, not only is it, kind of sexy to think about him touching himself when he thinks about you, but you've got this beautiful little tea set over here. You've got the steam once again. You've got the same guy who's the Emperor, who's the same guy in the King of Cups. And I feel like what the teacup is telling you is the magic of the spices in the teacup are, showing how hot he feels. He gets pretty hot. Sometimes he's like, damn, what's hit me? One second, I got to get the lighter so I can light that candle over there. Hey, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it. So, yeah, back to the thoughts that he's having about you. He's even having thoughts about the same thoughts you're having about him. He's wondering if you're satisfied in that department in your life. These are thoughts and feelings that are on his mind. Even though he's uncertain of these questions, he's probably got a little bit more of a conquest energy going on. Like I'm feeling like in that Emperor that this is somebody who definitely likes you a lot. I don't know what the other cards are going to say, but it will be interesting for sure to see. All right. So yeah, the Emperor and the King of Cups. The King of Cups are showing not only is it a physical thing, they're longing for you. Okay, that's not good. Please, Spirit, don't mess around with the incense. Not only is his longing for you sexual, but it's also something that like nurtures him. Your energy nurtures him. The thought of being around you comforts him. He's a little bit more emotional about it instead of stoic. Do you understand what I'm saying about stoic? Like he would probably beg you to be with him if he thought maybe it would not make him look like a simp or a desperate. Because he's not desperate and he's not a simp. Okay? But he is very sexually attracted to you. And we'll go over the keywords and the magical ritual expressed through the book in a moment. So the next card is the Chariot, and the energy behind that is death. So in regards to their sexual feelings for you, is they're transformational. They're changing all the time. It's especially changed recently in the not too distant past to more thought and idea on how the thoughts of how do you like to be caressed. You see him touching her back. It's almost as if he's wondering, like, do you like pleasure and pain? Do you like do you like to also maybe even have this kind of affection with many men, or are you the kind of person or girl or someone who is really looking for some kind of sex life that's transformative in a way where it not just transforms you, but it transforms them as well. It makes you both better lovers. It sends you on this conquest of passion that transforms and transcends any partner that you've had before in the past. Say, like, going through all the pages of the Kama Sutra. And I bring up the Kama Sutra because of the next two cards. Like the Kama Sutra is known as the Alpha and the Omega of sex in some places in the world. And you've got that Five of Swords, like it's almost as if they're bashful to say, hey, I've got this great idea. We should start having fun and having sex every day and experiencing things together that we have not experienced together on a new journey of love and passion. In that Fool card, this person doesn't want conflict. They just want good sex, it looks like. And that's what their feelings and thoughts are on it. Their emotions are tied into it as well. Let's see what the card is on the bottom of the deck. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a couple of other cards up, right? So you got the Hermit card. This is really showing that him thinking also about, is she with somebody else? Also showing that he's very much alone in the dark with his own candle and has been watching you, whether you realize it or not. Not to be pervy or creepy either, okay? He does think very much of the world of you. Like I said, stop, drop, and roll. Definitely wants to be eating sushi off of you, or any snack really. In that world card, really does think the world of you, has been watching you, maybe online through social media. What's to come? Spirit says this is what's to come. Embracing. We've got the beautiful King of Wands here. He does feel emotionally that it would be practical for, like, you guys would be good lovers, basically. And what's to come for you is embracing, becoming closer. This is definitely a possibility you can have. You can create. You've already created this magic and this desire within you in this magician. Even if it's not somebody that you could see yourself marrying or spending the rest of your life with, you know, it might be someone fun to have great sex with the rest of your life with. So, good night, Dad. Love you. I promise I'll stay up all night. You have any other questions, babe? What other questions do you think you might have about him? Let me get that Emperor card information for you in regards to the keyword. That keyword for the Emperor, and so your key word with this is virility. The magic of the stones. To exercise the power entrusted to you, you must know how to dominate yourself. Yeah, so he's holding back um, the idea that he, you know, maybe not from you so much. He doesn't want to hold it back from you, but there's other women around. He's realizing that you're really the one that makes him, really makes his teacup boil, to put it politely. He does like to spend his time with you, or did like to spend his time with you, or would like to. Feels pretty magical about where you guys could go with all that. Spirit says, though, you know, in the not too distant future, sees you embracing each other, embracing this connection, embracing. It's very much a possibility in the very not too distant future. Very soon, Spirit encourages you to proceed with it if it makes you feel yummy. It makes you feel right. Is he bashful, awkward of his attraction? Yes, yeah, he is. And that's where this card comes in. This one right here, that Five of Swords. Okay. Uh, he, believe it or not, might be quite a modest boy growing up. Okay, all right, you want down? Can you just say hi to the crowd first? He's like, no, I just want to be with Gypsy. All right, go get her, baby. So cute. so sweet to each other. They were playing earlier today. I don't know, they're just so happy. Ruby's asleep already. I gave her fish and veggies for dinner and she passed out. Hey Maria, how are you, sweetheart? Okay, so asked, is he bashful, awkward of his attraction of me? Like, do others notice it? Let's ask that direct question because I want to know more about this bashfulness. Yeah, I'll use the love tarot. Spirit, is he bashful, feeling, is his attraction towards her, like, she's asking, is he bashful, awkward of his attraction to her? Veronica, like, do others notice? Hey Tracy, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. I'll do your reading next, Maria, okay? Does he see you as a succubus? No. 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 Let me show you how he sees you. But we'll ask just to clarify. The world. And who is the world other than Mother Earth, the beautiful Mother Earth? He sees you in that energy. So, Spirit, real quick, does this gentleman see, let's just ask real quick, does he see Veronica as a succubus type woman? You've been called a demon woman? Well, I love that. I don't know if you've ever seen that TV show Lucifer on Netflix, but like his best friend, she was a demon. She was a really good-hearted demon. And I believe in good-hearted demons. I really do. I really do. I think anything is possible in God's world, and that we have to be careful to try to read between the lines and see between the lines so that we can see the light in some of the darkest places. Okay, sweetheart. Yes, I know. I saw the 15. Thank you, sweetheart. So, does he see her as this type of succubus type woman? What does she need to know about that, Spirit? Devil in a blue dress, blue dress, blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. I'm sorry. Oh my God, Texas. He does not see you as a succubus woman, no, dear, with this moon card. But he does see you very mysterious and sexy and unique. And you see the two wolves. Well, wolves mate for life, so he's looking for someone to mate with for life. Spirit, what does she need to know about this bashful awkwardness of his attraction to her? We already know that he is, so, like, do others notice it? Do others notice it? Do others notice that he's bashful and awkward in regards to his attraction to Veronica, the person that's on her mind that we're doing the reading about? Yes. Yeah, people do notice it. They're like, he likes her so much, watch, he's going to marry her someday. Magician. So there is some people might even be thinking, does she have a spell on him? Do they have a spell on each other? With the Hierophant and the Magician card. We're probably not old enough to know what this is, but like maybe you might. I only know it because my siblings are much older. My siblings are like 10 and 15 years older than me, or 13 and 15 years older than me. But I guess when they were teenagers in the 80s, they had the punk new wave rockers, like my siblings at the time, had this thing called slam dancing. So when you said slamming, I was like, slamming dancing? Like people like slamming into each other. I understand that, but like sexy dancing? Like, would that be like dirty dancing? Your siblings are older too. Yes, yes. Hold on one second, dear. But yeah, slam dancing. We could do some funny animes on that. And Maria, we'll do your tACOBOX in a minute. I'm just doing her 11:11 love reading and then her sexy adult reading, kind of mixing it into one and two, mixing two readings into one. So remember, virility, like he's definitely, wondering. He's like, well, if we sleep together, if we have sex, if we've had sex, if we go that far, and with our thoughts and feelings on it, like, will it lead to something traditional? But he's also wondering at the same time, in this magician and this Hierophant, like, what is left after sex? I'm almost feeling with this Hierophant and this magician card that he's never done it. Like, he's never done it. And I mean, yes, he's done it, but I mean, like, it's usually always slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, and peace out, instead of that traditional, like, we're getting married not only because we want to spend the rest of our lives together, but be in a relationship where it doesn't all revolve around sex. It actually revolves around the connection and the magic that both of them have together. That's like what he wants in his relationship. He not only just wants sex, he wants something deeper. Do you see what I'm saying about the magician and the Hierophant? What other questions do you have, sweetheart? I'm going to go ahead and put 15 cards down in regards to his sexual thoughts, fantasies, and feelings about you. But with your 11:11 love reading, we've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've gone through 12 cards, but if you have any other questions that you want to relate with love and sex, then just feel free to ask. I'm just going to put down some cards again for the $15 adult reading so we can get some ideas on where his sexual fantasies are a little bit deeper. And this is good for me because I'm I've been studying this deck extensively. So it's a little bit different than just, say, doing the, the Love Tarot, which is just the major arcana, or even the Golden Girls deck. It's all of them have different messages. And wow, that's a pretty powerful card. It starts with the Tower. There's that Hierophant again. Okay, Maria. I got your questions in the PayPal. Okay, I've got all the cards. So we started with the Tower card. Yeah, you can ask that. It's a good question. We'll get to that in just a second. So, what do others think of you regarding with dealing with him? So they think I put a spell on him. Yeah, some people think that you might have done that. Isn't that silly? When you are the spell, you are the magic. Everything else is just an extra added bonus. When I do my prayer manifesting, the candle's just an extra added bonus. I am the actual energy and the magic behind it all. Same with whatever it is that you're doing. So when I asked the deck for the sexy adult reading, this was the first card that came out, the Tower. And you know what I always say about the Tower. It definitely has a very big HEARTON for you. And he really doesn't want you to be with somebody else. Like, there might even be somebody else involved that represents this guy in the back with the axe. And it might not even represent another man. It might represent another female who maybe has those anger issues or tendency to have maybe too much testosterone in his life than estrogen. But I got that Tower card showing his sexual fantasies with you in regards to maybe having you on a table. He might even be turned on to like people watching him be with somebody else. So in regards to asking what do others think of you regarding with dealing with him, let's get a liminal space deck on that. I know it's not like one of the sexy cards, but I want to combine both decks and see what Spirit says and then get the energy behind it with the other deck. So butterfly dreams, 6-pack and all. Spirit, can you clarify the butterfly dreams card? That one flipped over. I just have to double check. Let's see. I know. Can you please, Spirit, just clarify this butterfly dreams card in regards to people dealing with how they're dealing with him? Like, what do others think of her regarding with dealing with him? Yeah, they think his head is in in this space where, it's like he's got it's like they can see that he's got butterfly belly for you. They see that maybe you might be dreaming about him. I mean, that he might be dreaming about you. And then you got the Two of Swords. And this is kind of like about, this could be like about an offering in regards to this deck. Like they want to make it, it's like their dream to make it up to you or to give you something. It's like their dream to for this, whatever it is between you to transform, and other people do see it. And what do they think in regards to dealing with him? What they think of you is that, yeah, you have pretty much manifested something. And what do people want him to do? I mean, I think in regards to what, asking what do others think of you regarding, dealing with him. Some people might be thinking, oh, she's just dreaming. Oh, he's just dreaming. That's never going to happen. Because I feel like what's happening is both cards are not only representing you. All right. Remember, you got this card yesterday and you're reading about somebody, whoever was on your mind last night. And Spirit was saying, people would rather you stay this caterpillar. But in regards to you, they see that you could really help transform each other's life and the road that you're both on in this Two of Swords. Some people think it's just you both dreaming. Like, it's just a dream. That's never going to happen. But then some people do really feel that, you guys could be the one for each other. I don't know who those people are. But I feel like in the Two of Swords, he would like to romance you and give you the love that you would like to have. feel like these cards are saying some of his fantasies with you might be to get together, see what it might be like to smoke some weed together, hang out, take each other's clothes off, maybe go out to the woods, do something daring, maybe go outside and maybe have some makeout time. I think one of his biggest fantasies is to have sex outside with you in the Six of Swords. Take you to higher ground. Do something different than just have sex in a room in the dark in a bed. You see how playful he is with the back of her dress. You've got all the herbs smoking here and the crystals. And then once again, you have them in the garden here, and they're rolling around, and they don't have any clothes on. I think this is one of his biggest fantasies. In fact, I believe that you've gotten this card before in regards to somebody in our readings in the past about somebody wanting to have that kind of experience and feeling and thinking that, you are the one that would be fun with. That might be the want to take that daring step towards having some romantic time in nature. Like God intended us to. Oops. Have you ever been with anybody in nature before? Have you ever had that experience? Every day, yeah. Let's see if there's anything that he could tell you right now. What would it be? Just in bed. Not even the kitchen floor. Or the bedroom floor. That's it. No more beds for you. Walls only. Showers only. Well, it's time to get out of bed. By the way, taking resumes for not too distant future husband, must have cock piercing. Just trying to make it out. Excuse me. Well, in closed places, I'm terrified of people like pervs. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I'm not talking about having sex in an airplane and getting in the Mile High Club. I'm talking about you guys maybe go camping, or you are in an isolated area where it's private, and or who knows, maybe one of you has a nice garden, or I bet you same thing for him. Spirit, what does she need to know about his feelings for her? What would he tell her right now if he could? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So he would hope that you would keep an open mind for things that might not be so vanilla after all. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. There might be so much sex that you never get to the romance. The sex might just be romantic enough that you become codependent on each other sexually, so be careful. You know, like when two people have like really good sex, but maybe they don't have the best time communicating in other words, like that fear, that might be a fear of his. But Spirit says it is safe to love, and he would tell you this if he could. Open your heart to give and receive the biggest energy of them all. Retreat. It's time for you guys to disconnect from the world and reconnect together. I didn't really understand the Mile High Club either until Molly became an airline worker. And Molly, the Mile High Club is, when you have sex on an airplane. It's beyond me too. Any other questions, dear? I'm going to get to Maria's reading soon here. So if you're not in contact with this person, you probably will be in contact with them soon. If not, you should definitely get in contact with them, because Spirit is definitely saying that you guys could, very soon clearly decide what you want so that Spirit can bring it to you now. I might be with my specific person today had I not been fooled by so many others who couldn't stand, they didn't want to see me with anybody else, but they certainly didn't do anything about being with me either. So, I mean, that doesn't mean that I still can't manifest it or haven't already manifested it, but I feel like had I just focused on what I wanted and stopped worrying about what everybody else wanted or wanted of me, I might not be in the situation I'm in now. Which I'm not complaining, but it really sucks when someone wastes time. That's why I'm always like, look, get to the point, go to them, tell them what you want. If they can't give it to you, okay, maybe they can't give it to you right now, but it's still your reality. You can either keep pursuing or you can find somebody else. In my case, I couldn't ever make up my mind because I was pulled in so many manipulative directions. I could see who loved me for their own agendas after the fact, and I could see who truly loved me during the fact. And unfortunately, I was so confused by the manipulation at the time. I didn't act. Yeah, I don't like other people around either. It's not really my cup of tea. But that is one of his. That might be one of his kinks is sex toys, and maybe even other people watching. Or he likes to watch other people, which might entail that he likes to watch porn. And one thing I'm not up for is a guy who has to watch porn to have sex with me, which I've never been in that situation, but I've had a lot of girlfriends who have been there. And I think what turns this guy on so much about you is that he doesn't need that, and it's blowing his mind. So, well, yeah, I think all guys worry about that. Have you ever read a boy's journal or diary? I'm pretty sure every guy who has a diary talks about his God. I played the fifth. No, I've never read a boy's diary before. Oh, I think that a guy could have one like this and be a complete adult about sex and still be a very good lover. I think it's very possible. I have actually met women who are like, I like my eeny beady teeny weeny polka dot pee. Size doesn't matter. It matters what you do with it and how, and what and how, you are embedded in. You know. I mean, you can have the biggest dick in the world and still be like not finding the right Google spot. There we go. Or scratching the places you shouldn't be scratching. Yeah, I just don't really understand porn. I don't understand it, and I certainly don't want to watch another girl eating a sandwich. I mean, I don't mind hearing about my girlfriends talking about eating sandwiches. Just don't be eating it in front of me. And don't be talking about eating my man as a sandwich either. Sorry, that's something in my eye. Or I'll eat you as a sandwich. Not a very good way either. Those emojis are so funny. They're so funny. I eat little mean girls for breakfast. Don't make me use my dark side. I saw them all. I'm kidding. I really care less. But yeah, so I don't know where you're going or what you're doing with this connection, Veronica, but there is a lot of stuff twirling around in his head that he doesn't know what to do with. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Trying not to sneeze. I think it might be in the incense, which hopefully will go out soon here in a little bit. Yeah, let's find out. Spirit, is there anything? I'm going to ask the major arcana in the love tarot because it's going to give us a direct answer. I don't want those little guys, those little pawns. I want serious clarification on this, Spirit. Is there anything that Veronica does that makes this person of interest nervous or excited too much that she could use to her advantage? Yeah. Making him feel like he matters. Looks like he's been with a lot of people who've made him feel very lonely in the relationships he's been in. He's almost felt like, okay, I'm in this relationship and she's just using me. Only my dick matters to her, or my money matters to her, or you know what I'm saying? Only her agenda matters to her. But what you could do that makes him, okay, what you could do, all right, to use to your advantage is making him feel like he matters. and telling him that. So in regards to the question, what makes him nervous? Well, yeah, you just using him makes him nervous. But what makes him excited? The idea that quite possibly you really do matter to him. I mean, that he really does matter to you. He's very lonely in that Hermit card, believe it or not. Spirit, anything else that she can use to her advantage? Like her voice. Is it her voice? Like, yeah, Spirit says, yes, your voice soothes him. We've got that World card again. He thinks your voice is very beautiful. And he'd really like to kiss you. In that Five of Pentacles. This is a very different and unusual Five of Pentacles. Usually, traditionally, in the Five of Pentacles, you've got a card where there's a sad person on it, or a person on crutches, and they're outside of a church, and sometimes the light's on in the church window, sometimes it's not, depending on what deck it is. 1 second. These are pretty expensive cards. I don't want them to get ruined. Hold on. I hate when my left tarot gets on the floor. Not again. Quit knocking my cards down, Spirit. Maybe I'm supposed to show you these cards. 1 second. I'm just going to put them to the side. We'll talk about them in a minute, all right? The Magician again. So it's very different, Five of Pentacles. Usually this card's about sadness. But in this particular deck, it's very different. It's showing that this guy wants to play a tune for you. If he could come to your window and play a song for you, he would. It makes him sad to think that maybe the door is not open. So what you could use to your advantage is also in this Five of Pentacles is saying there's something about your self-respect that's also going to make him more attracted to you, to use towards your advantage. Like I said, he doesn't just want wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You see, she still has her dress on. It doesn't have to come off all the time. So, Magician once again, but it was reversed. So turn your frown upside down, because seriously, in the Temperance card, it's just showing that through patience and understanding, and taking the time to probably avoid anything that felt, not so magical, has turned your situation upright for the better with this person. I don't know what your past is, but there must have been some times that felt, less magical with this person. But Spirit showing they are still in their emotions about you. There's something about you that Spirit's saying you've got the strength and the courage to kind of bring that lion out in them and give them the strength and the courage to this was reversed, but to believe in that magic, take a risk as that Fool. Take a risk in love, take a risk in life. Yeah, he does like the chase and seduction, and he's had a lot of fun doing that, but he's also been used and become an agenda. So any advice, more Spirit, through the Spirit, through the liminal space deck, Spirit? Let's get a couple of more cards on advice before we close the Spirit portal. Maria, are you still there, dear? She might have fallen asleep. You can just do her reading private on the phone and then send it to her, so she'll have it when she wakes up in the morning. I swear I just saw a card flip over, but maybe not. So we'll just keep shuffling. Oh, good, Maria, you're here. Okay, so advice. Season of the Witch. Yeah, Halloween's coming up. I think that this is going to be a good time to start thinking about Halloween for you and this person. Maybe, in advance, offering to maybe go and find some kind of masquerade ball or some kind of seasonal thing to do together in the not too distant future. Fall's just a few weeks away. Fall's already here, you guys, in Atlanta, and I had a white caterpillar on my door letting me know that winter's coming early. So get ready. Even though it just turned August, it's already here. There's orange and yellow and brown leaves all over the street, despite how hot it was today. It was pretty cold this weekend. Yes, it's also my birthday. Halloween's almost here. So all this month, I need to work on the Halloween stuff for my Etsy shop. I did put some new stuff in the Etsy shop, like just some some more candles that were different. I put some T-shirts up for teachers that work at elementary schools, like awesome kindergarten teacher, awesome first grade teacher, just so for elementary teachers, so that their children can maybe see and notice that their teacher, early on. Oh, Halloween birthday for him. That's right. We talked about that. Candied apples. I haven't had a candied apple in years. Maybe I'll get one this season. How do you like your candy apples? Do you like them with the dipped in caramel, or do you like them with the red candy apple dip on them? Or can't you do both, actually? I think I've actually seen both. You take the apple and you dip it in the red candy, and then you dip it a little, like the top of it, in caramel. You like the nuts with caramel? Yeah. I like it dipped in the candy apple, and then the caramel, and then the nuts. But I don't like the nuts crunchy. I actually like them crushed, so that when you're biting into your candied apple, you're not biting into what feels like crunchy rocks. They put sprinkles and chocolate. Weird. It's weird. Yeah, so I think you know what to do with all this information. I think you know possibly what you need to know now. If you can think of any other questions, you got a yes or no question, because we do the free yes or no's all the time now. And also, I'll be back tomorrow or in the future if you have any questions. We can do more. But pretty interesting stuff. But I do think that he thinks about it being different and unique with you. But he doesn't want it to just all revolve around sex either. He's had too much of that. He's had too much of, like I said, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And he's kind of wondering, what else is left. Let's find out. Any physical body parts of Veronica's, or in general, that the person on her mind likes the most? I just likes it all. I mean, I would have to say probably boobs more than butt, and probably the front side more than the back. Legs and boobs. Legs and boobs and tummy. Yeah, curves. But boobs mostly, because you see the boobs is right there. How? And the wheel. And boobs are round. But yeah, he really likes some boots. Feels like no one tries to get to know him. Yeah. Yeah. And he wants someone to make him feel like he matters. I don't know why. I don't know why it censored boobs. Okay, Maria, let's go ahead and get into your questions and see what they are, dear. Hey, Anelia, how are you, dear? All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Veronica, for your donation and your time. I really appreciate it. It's going to help me get a little bit of food for the week. Spirit, will it be a good idea for Anelia to go to New York to see her family on the 14th? Will it be a good idea? Spirit says yes in this reversed moon. It will be a good idea. You're welcome, Veronica. Yeah, get some rest. Get some rest. Yeah, what's your free yes or no, dear? You're welcome, Anelia. Keep me updated. Okay, you're gonna ask a free yes or no another night. All right, sweetheart. Yeah, let's see what you need to know. And now that you guys have had this conversation, Maria, I'm just going over to see what the questions are now. Spirit, let's use the Love Tarot. The Love Tarot is going to be better. Spirit, what did Walter think of the chat they had today and the things that she sent him? Of course things will be okay between you guys while you're gone. Why wouldn't they? Of course they will be, honey. Oh, wow, Maria. Wow. Wow. So happy. So much happiness. Of course he's having loving and caring feelings for you. Stop thinking about the problems, Anelia, and start thinking about what's good, sweetheart, between you and him. And stay focused on that and what you want with him instead of what you don't want with him. When you start to feel insecure, all right? Or you're starting to feel sad or down or worried. Spirit, is Walter's person, is Maria's person having loving and caring feelings for her? It definitely have already been answered in the first question when I got the cards out. Let me make sure I didn't have a card on 4. Okay. Card on 4. The card that just popped out. Where did it go? There it is. Is he planning on doing anything special for them, Spirit, in the not too distant future? Anything special? What are you doing? Hold on, Maria. No, no. No, baby. Where you belong? Sorry about that. My dog was trying to hump my other dog, and I just can't be having them hump each other. So I had to separate them both and put them away. I'm back. I apologize. Okay, where were we? So, these were cards that just fell. So, is he having loving and caring feelings for you? Yeah, he's very in his emotions about you in this Temperance card. Very in his emotions. As far as the first question, what did he think of the conversation you had, the things that you sent him today? He feels very successful with his conquest with you in this Chariot, this Lover's card, and this Sun card, which is, the Sun card is clarifying his energy, his happiness about it, and his joy in regards to your connection, where it's gone and where he feels it's going. Thoughts, happy, happy thoughts, really happy. He's like, this rainbow in the Chariot card is like, is this, it feels like, something a little bit more spiritual, comforting. Like, it's like as if you felt like the world promised him something special, and this is what it is. It's a rainbow in his a ray of sunshine, a rainbow, a sunbow, and a love bow in that Lovers, that Chariot, and that Sun card. But yeah, in regards to his feelings, caring about you, very in his emotions about that. Yeah, he does very much care about you and your well-being. Like, you've made him feel like he matters. So let's see, is he planning on doing anything special for them? And he does like your commenting back. Does he like the commenting back, Spirit? Does he like the commenting back? Yeah, he does. The tower showing, what is it that I always say about the tower? It's like you've broken down his walls of the tower that he put up around him. So he's got this great big heart for you, very big, loving, and joyful heart for you. And then the Hanged Man, it's showing that you have shown him things about himself that no one else has. You've given him justice, and that's the card that's on the bottom of the deck, showing the clarity through. That's so interesting. I just completely ignore Mercury retrograde and what they say about it. And I like to think that it's more of a helpful thing, as I have had some very interesting things like that with the retrograde as well. Like, why is the retrograde always crazy for everyone else, but me, it's just extra added bonus? By the way, I opened the California Dream wine bottle not too long ago. The Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's probably the best Cabernet I've ever had, to be honest. You can taste the really tart cherry, and the vanilla, the hints of vanilla in it are really good. Very nice, very nice. And it's supposed to be dry, but it's not even that dry. I mean, it's raw, but it's not that raw. It's not vinegary. I can tell you really like him. Let's see what some of the other questions are here. So what does he want to do special? What does he want to do special, Spirit, in regards to what does he want to do special for them? Can we just get a little idea? Yeah, he might want to take you to church. Or even just go on some kind of spiritual adventure with you. Even if it was just to like go camping and smoke some weed and be in nature together and hang out with God in that way. Hang out with Spirit herself. So maybe Sunday night Sunday afternoon picnic. But yeah, he is planning something special for you guys. Spirit, what about the thoughts of him being with a mommy with kids? Well, he's wondering in regards to his connection with you. The question was, how does he feel? What are his thoughts of me being a mommy with kids? His thoughts are, he wonders if you're lonely romantically. Has been wondering how long you've been lonely. Although it doesn't really matter to him because now you're the star of his heart. And he wants to be definitely the star and the light in your life as well. Spirit, is there any songs that he plays to think of Maria? All right, Anelia, that's great. I'll get to your reading in just a moment. I'm just wrapping it up with Maria. Thank you so much. What kind of reading would you like, Anelia? If you want to go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant and the Empress. Very interesting. Just looking up the song, Sweetheart, okay? I just feel like this is the song. He's heard this somewhere recently, maybe in a coffee shop or something. And he thought about you and you being a mom and him being a dad. I used to play Eddie's Attic with this guy. His name is John Mayer. I hope you like the song, Maria. Yeah, we can ask that. Yeah, let's see if he was good with that comment. Spirit, was he good with that comment? Was he good with that comment? When Maria had answered back about the picture that she was being silly and sleepy, he was good with that comment? Was he good with that comment, Spirit? What does she need to know about? What is good with that comment? Let's see if any of the cards are upright on the floor. Oh, yes. So, yes, sweetheart, you got the Hierophant, Maria. So the answer back was good. Yes. Yay. The taco box is $6. You paid $6, so you're gonna get 4 questions, and you can get a. Let me double check. It's $6, right? That's what you got. You got the $6 upgrade. Yeah, you got the $6 one. So what you get with the $6 taco box is you get 4 questions instead of 3, plus you get a channeled love message from a loved one, maybe one that maybe your specific person, your husband, your partner, maybe one that's passed on, and you can get that channeled love message through a card, a poem, or a song. It just depends on how it comes to me. You're welcome, Maria. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, talk to you tomorrow, Maria. Great. Okay, so one, awesome. See, Spirit, what does Anelia need to know about? Will it be good to take the trip to New York now? What's making you hesitate? But just because you're worried about something with your husband, sweetheart? Spirit, will it be good to take this trip to New York now? Spirit says yes. It will be a very good thing for you to take that trip now. 7 of Pentacles is a yes card. Because you're bored. It's going to really help with the boredom that you've been feeling and having. And you've been working really hard. You need a break. You deserve it, that card says. You need to be creating some nostalgic moments in the 6 of Pentacles with your family and the people that you love, your tribe. Hey, Carla, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Welcome to the Chammy. How have you been doing, Carla? It's good to see you. Spirit, what does she need to know about Jabbar? What are his thoughts and feelings towards his wife, Anelia? Towards all this, like her going to see her family right now and being gone for like a month and a half? You mean it's not like just a weekend? Spirit, what does her husband think about that? Spirit's saying it would be good to do it now. But it's up to you. Where are you, Anelia? And it's going to be a long trip. Spirit, what does she need to know about his thoughts and feelings towards her going on this trip and being gone for so long? He the distance is something that worries him too. Because he won't be able to be there, I guess, to protect the star and the moon of his heart. And I say that about the heart because on the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Right on, right on. My drummer too. uh, so how does this make you feel, Anelia? That's honestly his thoughts and feelings. Like the distance is gonna miss you, believe it or not. It's the distance, he wants you to be safe. He wants to be there to protect you. You are his honey bunny, believe it or not. And that star card, that moon card, and that Empress, like you are the star and the moon and the sun in his world. I'm surprised he's not going to go with you. If he could go with you, I think he would, to be honest. He wants to create nostalgic moments with you and recreate them again and again and again. But I think you both are feeling a little bored. That's why I think maybe you both should go. Just saying, even if it's just, for a short time. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? These are pretty powerful cards. Ace of Cups, love, lots of love energy in that whole family and connection with you guys. Are you there, Anelia? Okay. He does care. I wonder if your husband grew up in a situation where the people who were raising him uh, did not have a lot of affection or even a lot of give him a lot of empowerment, like some children and all children need actually, so that when they grow up they can be more expressive with their emotions. I wonder if I get the feeling he grew up in a situation where him expressing his emotions was a bad thing. Yeah, and the more that you feel naturally that he doesn't, the more he won't. But Spirit is giving you a definitive message about how he thinks and feels about you going so far away for so long. Oh my God, YouTube will not let me skip this ad. Didn't even say if it skipped ads, so I don't know if you guys got swooped away into an ad. Yeah, yeah.